an advocate and a community connector and someone who has worn many hats, it's important to recognize that everybody has a story. Sometimes some are more linear than others, some can be heard louder than others, and some go unnoticed. And what I'd like to do in this talk is bear witness as we advocate for people who have less power and less voice, to really address who can we trust. So do we rely on a moral compass? Is there one true north where we know that we're all on the same page, that we can agree that this is the right thing to do, this is the best option? Oops. As advocates and supporting people that we care about, we would like there to be one simple path where we go on this path and everything works out and we live happily ever after. But as I'm sure many of you know, it's not that simple. So, do we trust our instincts? Are your instincts the same as my instincts? Instincts are based on experience and stories that we've told, stories we've heard. So what about a mother's instinct? I heard from a mother who said, I have a daughter and she's 5 years old. And I really would like her to learn more about how to protect herself from abuse. But I need to preserve her innocence. Do you have a program that can teach her about how to protect herself and those bad things that could happen while still preserving her innocence? So the mother's instinct is saying, my daughter is innocent, I need to preserve it. She is like a 5-year-old. I ask more questions and I learned that she's actually 26 and she has a boyfriend and they go out on dates every week. But she's not interested in learning anything about sex. She's not ever going to be sexual. Maybe you've had that happen. So who's trustworthy? Who really has the person's best interests in mind? I've talked to another mother who said, my son doesn't have a lot of friends, but he has a direct support provider who's reliable. He shows up on time. Yeah, he's bored, he's distracted, he's on his phone a lot, but at least I can count on him to be there. It's better than who next? At least I know that he's not that bad. So who can she trust? And who can the young man trust who has his back, who is his true friend, who is really looking out for his best interests? Another woman called and said, I walked to my workshop and I've had some bad experiences. I'd like to learn self-defense, and I would like to learn how to tell the truth, how to understand who's telling the truth, because I just don't know. How do you teach who's trustworthy? Again, thank you, Adam, for saying I don't have to answer these questions. Just pose them. Another woman told me that she has Prader-Willi syndrome. She has 24/7 supervision. She would love to go out on dates. She's made some poor choices in the past with food and with men, and she's been hurt. But she has questions, and she wants to live, and she wants to try new things. But she's afraid, who can she talk to? Who can she trust to question her options, to really be able to make mistakes? Or if she makes one more mistake, is that the end? Will all of her privileges be taken away, what few she has? And this is for those who can't speak, who've been silenced and their stories have been erased, suppressed, and they don't know who they can trust. Thank you.